under Article 129, 1D can only have jurisdiction that is lower than the High Court. Saying that it is subordinate but not lower than that of the High Court is contradictory and has the potential to create an absurdity when it comes to hearing of capital offenses. If Parliament desires to grant them the jurisdiction to handle capital cases, then it would need to do so in line with the Constitution. I will return to this later in advisory opinion to explore the options that could be undertaken by Parliament to achieve this effect constitutionally. With this finding, the hearing by all court-martials of offences within the jurisdiction of the court-martial is under 28, 128, 129D, close quote. The general rule alone have jurisdiction by civilians. The was able to any rational justification justify between the maintained dispute or maintain borders and civilians court generally. However, having held as above, the Chief Justice made the following orders. A, the provisions of 179 2 and now 171 and 2 of the UPDF Act.
71 or 177, 1 and 2.
179, 1, and then 1 and 2, and then 177, 1 and 2 of the UPDF Act. Read together with 197, 2, and now 197, 2, which grants subordinate military courts jurisdiction over capital offenses, contravenes Article 121D and 126 of the Constitution. And they are unconstitutional. Provisions of Section 1 and G, now 1 and G is unconstitutional to the extent that it permits trial court-martials of civilians who allegedly debated of offenses or criminal offenses in which a person subject to military law is a principal. Right Honorable Speaker, the minority observes, I'll jump D, the minority observes that the Supreme Court's decision had the following effects. The trial of civilians by court is only permissible in exceptional circumstances and only after state has concretely demonstrated to court by verifiable facts and by objective and serious reasons, need and justification for a recourse to a military court. 2, the minority observed that military courts can only have jurisdiction in relation to specific class category of specific offense. 3, for specialized courts such as Anti-Corruption Court under the Anti-Corruption Act, International Crimes Division under the Anti-Terrorism Act. 4, military courts cannot have jurisdiction of offenses which require the consent of the DPP. The consent of the DPP. 5, cannot commit or be tried for service offenses, even when abet or aid the commission of offenses. 6. When and military personnel are committed a crime, service offense, be tried in 7. Government cannot duplicate offenses prescribed by acts of introduced in the UPDF. Colleagues, members of parliament, the of appreciation of the provisions of Article 28 petition to inevitable and incontrovertible conclusion that all persons, militant or otherwise facing criminal trials, to appear competent, independent, fair, impartial, or a tribunal. The decision of the Supreme Court, trial of persons with offenses